that. Oh, you're getting silly. You're getting tired.
Lots of rewards. That's true. But I'm just... Welcome to Improving Parent-Child Relationships. In this episode, we will be visiting with Laura and David, who have a special needs child. They want to have reasonable expectations for him. Like all parents, they are trying to set appropriate limits, and especially not to underestimate Matthew's abilities. As we begin, Laura and David are describing their child. If you had a few sentences to describe Matthew, and you may each have a different point of view about him, how would you describe him?
He has a disability. He has a Down syndrome child.
Yeah.
But I believe he's overcoming that. He's overcoming it with help from his mom and dad that love him very much. They wouldn't give him up for the world.
I interpret you to mean that he's making a lot of progress with your help.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. What do you see? People mean various things by this, but when you talk about the things that he has to kind of struggle with, what kinds of things do you see as those things?
In expressive language. He's at a 3 to 4 year old level, and in some areas too.
Okay. And is there anything that as you think about your daily life with him, you think, he's pretty sharp on that?
Behavior.
Behavior, tell me what you mean by that.
Because he understands a lot. He has a lot of receptive language. He understands what's going on. He understands relationship dynamics. And he knows exactly what he's doing.
Okay.
Good scooting. Yes.
Oh, you got one.
Kind of hard.
Oops, lost it. Good try, though. Yeah, put it up there. There you did.
Did it? Right.
He's just done something successful. And you've said to him, you said you did it.
Yeah.
And then you echo in. And I assume that the intent of that is to offer him some acknowledgement and encouragement. Right?
Yes.
Is your sense when he does something like that that he knows he did it or he didn't know that he did it? But I'm wondering, at that point, instead of telling him that he did it, I wonder if it would be a good idea to ask him something about it. And I'm thinking about the difference that we all feel when we make the conclusion about what is going on versus when someone tells us. So if you asked him, what did you just do well? You know, I'm wondering if maybe the acknowledgement that's going to last the longest in life is his acknowledgement of himself, his recognition, because it feels so internal.
Right. Yeah. So instead of the praise, it would be the encouragement.
Yeah, and I don't know that every time it's important to be asking him, but I'd be thinking about mixing the two a little bit, and also because it gives you some sense of how things are registering with him. And if you're the one that usually provides that, then you're never really sure. I mean, it was a good thing to be doing and saying to him, but you're never really sure whether he's got it. Help children develop their own sense of accomplishment.
Okay? Listen, Matt, you need to set your milk down and save it for after dinner. Or after you eat some more. Thank you.
You've just said to him, you need to set the milk down. The you message here, I think he can interpret as, well, she's telling me what to do again. And I think it might make it less personal between the two of you in terms of a struggle. I mean, life is personal anyway, but in terms of a power struggle, to focus on the situation, which would be the milk needs to be put down. And the reason I'd take myself out of it a little bit is I'd want to save my needing to tell him what to do for situations where he just wouldn't be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
But this is something that he knows. And I would imagine that one of the things you really want for him in life is for him to see what needs to be done and do it, and not have to be told to do things. Avoid you messages. Use language that describes the needs of the situation. Encourage children to respond.
So
That was a good choice.
Let me watch it.
You want to watch what?
Let me watch Nail.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll finish making your book. I think this book ought to be worth about 2 X's, don't you? Instead of 1. Because it's a lot of work, a lot of cutting, and a lot of gluing. I think it will be worth 2.
What do you think, Matthew? You'd like 2 X's instead of 1?
For making your book?
The discussion about the X's, about how many, what are you kind of thinking about as you're talking with him about that?
Just that because it's a difficult task, it's a fine motor task for him, my guess is that it would seem overwhelming to him. So it's not going to be 1. How about if you get 2 X's for this, because this is something you need to do, and I know that it's going to be hard for him. It's difficult.
So you believe that the incentive of 2 instead of 1 will sort of pull him toward wanting to do the activity. Okay. I think with children, actions follow expectations, and they read us very well. So my concern would be here is when you're beginning to offer me 2 instead of 1 or 3 or 6, you know, I'm kind of reading that maybe you don't think I'm going to be able to do this, and so I'm going to move in that expected direction. Or even if I thought I could do it, if I knew I could get 2 instead of 1, then maybe I'd just pull back a little bit and not be quite as capable. On the other hand, if we wait and see what I'm able to do, it probably will be a little more frustrating for him because he'll experience the not being able to do it. But there you are ready to help somehow in a way that he needs it. We can arrange attractors, I mean things that are rewards and that pull him forward. But the best thing of all is that he likes to be with you. He can feel when he's pleasing you or it's going well, and he can count on you to help him with something that's tough. And the expectation is on your part. Let's see. Children's actions follow your expectations. Convey positive expectations.
Trying to eat this. Good using your fork and knife, Matthew. You're doing a good job of eating your corn.
You've eaten a lot of your corn. That's good.
I appreciate that, Matthew.
Matt, eyes on your, thank you. Eyes on your dinner.
Corn.
You may eat your corn first, and you need to eat some rice and some meat before you have any more drink.
I ate all mine. It's all gone. It's good. You like rice and like meat.
You're making the observation, well, you like rice, and I'm sure in part that's to kind of involve him a little bit in the food items.
Yeah, but he does like rice.
Yeah. And so what I'm wondering at that point, is it occurring to you, it probably is, that maybe the food is okay with him and that he actually does like it. And I'm kind of stacking that against the fear that would be easy to have, which is, well, he likes the milk better, he doesn't really want the solid food, and so we have to kind of somehow make this more attractive or have a few more rules or something. But it appears to me that you're actually seeing it a little bit different. You're thinking, well, he does like it. What I'm wondering then is that maybe it's not so much that he doesn't like the food items, it's just that he knows you really want him to proceed with the food. And so if I were going to pick a power struggle, I'd probably pick that because you care about it. And this would be hard for you and me as serious people to do, to take the point of view, well, you know, I don't know what you like, that's what's on the plate, you'll probably either eat it or not. What might be interesting for you to test out, is the issue really the food, or is the issue really between the two of you? That he's going to show you can't get me to eat this stuff, I'd rather have milk. You know? Because you don't want me to have so much milk.
Right.
So I'm going to pick that every time, because who cares about this food item? Even though I might like it, it's more important to show me that you can't arrange my eating patterns. A little bit of power against you. Avoid unnecessary interventions to reduce power struggles. Power struggles are about control rather than the specific issue.
So, take an appropriate bite. Yes, good choice. Yes.
Yeah.
You did make a good choice.
Come on.
Use your fork for eating your rice and your meat. Use it appropriately. Thank you. Yes. That's more grown up.
Oops.
You're being silly here.
He was checking it out to see, okay, you guys, you watching? I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He smiles.
very
He
aware.
knows he's doing it right.
He's very aware.
He
Yeah.
smiles and, oh, look at me.
And so that kind of brings us back to the point where he probably would have some idea about how well he's doing. And
Oh, yeah.
Use your words now.
Not use some words. I
I
would
would
like
want
to
to
have
have
drink,
good
please.
peace. Daddy,
You may, after you eat some more rice.
2 more bites.
A couple more bites.
Yes. Make a good choice.
But good bite, man.
That was a good
Appropriate.
choice.
It was appropriate.
We like it when you make good choices.
You want something to drink? Yes, you may have some.
May I please have my drinks? Matt, do you use your words? May.
May
Okay, use the word.
May I.
No. Matthew.
What?
Say may.
I know you
What?
got distracted.
Oh. Say may.
May.
May I please have my drink, please?
may
I
I
please
please
have
have some daddy
some drink?
drink?
Yes. Go. Thanks, Russ.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a lot that he has to go through in order to get what he wants. So,
And I think he's demonstrating what I think is an extraordinary amount of patience in going through whatever it is.
well, he knows. This is very, very normal.
Thinking ahead, is there ever a time when want more milk is clearly established as what he can say, and then unless he asked for it in that way, he just wouldn't have it? And that's the part that's really hard, to withhold something from somebody when it's hard to be 100% sure he can do it.
That's right.
And yet from his point of view, the thing I have to hold over your head is you're not really sure what I can do. And I'm not sure I want you to know what I can do, because then you're going to expect me to do it.
All the time, yeah.
All the
And
time.
that's hard,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
hard for him.
complicated.
Yeah.
Assess children's capabilities and expect them to be used. Have confidence children can learn what to do.
Daddy.
Okay.
Here, Daddy.
Thank you.
Are you
That's
watching?
an appropriate place. Now, Mr. Matthew, let's finish your book. You want to watch a video, huh?
Sure.
Sure. Which one are you going to choose? The what? Oh, sing along. You want to listen to sing along?
Sure.
Okay, here, let's put it right here. Okay, let's leave it right here on the table. We're going to get the rest of your X's so you can watch this video. Let's earn your X's, okay?
It
Okay?
began with you pointing out, or it being pointed out, that he could have a video or watch a video, and you've put that on the table. Is that because you believe that video will attract him into the activity that needs to come before it?
That's the positive outcome of earning the X's. So,
Sure.
yeah, you want this? Okay, let's leave it right here.
Why do you think he would want to avoid sitting down and doing the work?
Because it's a difficult task for him. The fine motor is very challenging, and it's very difficult for him to do it independently. So
Okay.
he needs help.
So you're kind of at the same spot you were at the earlier example, that I know this is going to be hard for him, and you're probably right.
Oh, yeah. It is.
And so I want to offer some incentive up front so that he sees that if he does this, then he can watch the video. And you may be absolutely correct about that. I really don't know. It probably is important to look at, is that really true, or would he do the activity whether or not there was a video? And the only way I know how to understand that really is you watch somebody in the activity and see whether it's internally interesting for them. And if it was, even though they're frustrated and they had trouble doing it, then maybe they don't need the attractor. And again, the reason I'd be a little careful about attractors is that I wouldn't want him to experience things that he doesn't have to experience this way, as somebody's always kind of arranging and pulling me towards something. because then you really might get a power struggle that I'm not going to sit down and do it, even if I did enjoy it, just because I feel you wanting me to do it badly enough that you'll stack up videos in order to get me to do it. So I'm going to show you, you can't get me to do something I don't want to do, even though I might want to do it.
Establish routines. Be aware that rewards may lead to power struggles.
What number?
7.
Thank you. You are ready to go to the next page. Oh, the words are upside down. You turn it around. Turn it around, please. Turn it around. No, follow directions. Turn it around. Yep, I know it's sticky. Yes. Good choice. Good listening. Move it up. Yes.
What number's after 9? What number's that? 10. So 9, and then that's 10. That's right. W, that's right.
F.
Yes, yes.
V.
The yes. Yes. Very good, Matthew. You get another X. You may, after we go to the bathroom, you may watch your video. Okay, go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Very good. Here, give me
Yes.
5.
Show me. Show me. Show me.
Uh,
Yes. 5 X's. All right. Got
Having the X's and a system is a way also for him to know that you are fully engaged and serious and keeping track, which he reads in you. And so in some ways, I see what you mean, but I think in some ways the X's are for you. I mean, it's a reminder also of how consistent you will be, how focused you will be, your intention to get to the end, all of which he also reads.
Participate with children in their development. Tracking systems may assist parents as much as children.
Toys on the floor. Videos ready to go. Yep, let's pick up the toys. Toys in the box. Thank you. Get up. Matt, what channel do you need? What channel?
Your channel.
4.
That's
Let's put it
right.
over here, Laura.
Yay. That's fine.
What? No.
Matt, guess what?
Matthew, wait.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what?
You just shut it off.
Matt? Hey. Look. There's
And so where are you about him with this floor throwing? Is that...
It's not appreciated. We, you know, we're trying to get him to stop doing that.
At this time of the day, this is the hardest. This is the hardest challenge for me, because right now, when it's bedtime, I don't have any more motivators. I don't know. This is where I lose it, because I don't know what happens.
Does it bother you that you don't have a motivator?
It does. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this kind of behavior, and how do I extinguish it?
All the thinking so far is around getting him to stop. How can he not throw himself on the floor? I have no motivator to pull him forward, and yet I think that, to me, this feels very interpersonal. That one of the ways is that if it doesn't work, he won't continue to do it.
That's right. He
So,
knows.
He knows that.
Pushes my buttons.
Right, it pushes your buttons, and that's
Right.
exactly what's going on
Right.
here. So,
That's
I
right.
don't know, step around somebody who's on the floor. He does what he's going to do, even though he has thrown himself on the floor. He's picked up and taken. But I think the real issue is he's looking for a moment of bankruptcy, and this is it. This is it. But if it doesn't work, and if you don't get hooked into it, he is less likely to continue to do it.
Huh?
Yeah, we
So
would
just
hope
avoid
so.
him. You're saying avoiding him, Walker?
Well, be unimpressed by it. I think unimpressed really is the word I would use, that he's doing this to impress you, and if you're unimpressed, he is less likely to do it.
Be unimpressed with children's dramatic displays.
You have had a dry thumb all day. You have earned a big ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, that got your attention.
Yeah.
Okay, hey,
Big ice cream.
Matt.
B. Yeah, green.
Yeah, stand up. Look. Look at Mom.
Wait.
Matt?
Wait.
Oops. Need to stand up. Good choice. Come here.
Matt, no, Matt, that's not standing.
Make a good choice.
Come here. Want that ice cream? Stand up, please.
Make you do it all by yourself. Come here, stand up. Matthew, you need to just stand up. Daddy's, I hear Daddy getting out the ice cream.
Where is the...
You can choose. You stand up by yourself, or I will help you stand up. I don't see you standing up. Look. Look at
Just look at
no
Mom.
eyes.
What he's getting here is a lot of involvement.
And a
lot of
attention, right?
Mm-hmm. So what do you think would happen? He picked right up when you mentioned ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause that would be the next thing. What if instead of talking with him or visiting with him about the ice cream or the possible or what's the right thing or any of that, you just said, well, I guess you just don't want any and went.
That's a hard one because there's so few things that are rewards for him and ice cream for him.
Are you kidding? This kid has a perky day full of lots of rewards.
That's true.
But I'm just thinking what we're thinking about here is, do you want to entertain this kind of behavior? And I think
Right.
you said no. It's late at night, I'm tired, he's using it as a way to interfere with what needs to go
Yeah.
on. I mean,
Right.
so if you've had it and you don't want to entertain that kind of behavior, then don't.
And I think the reason why I want him to have the ice cream is because the ice cream is the reinforcer for the potty success. The hard
You also want to be fair in what you're rewarding him
yeah,
for.
yeah. So that
And what you don't want is to be overly involved with him with
Yes.
this kind of laying,
Yeah.
flirting
Right,
behavior.
right.
So what if you did something in the middle? You've announced the ice cream. You don't want to be fussing around with him while he's flailing around.
Mhm.
So what would happen if you just went out to the kitchen to proceed with the ice cream? With the expectation that I guess those who want it will come out and get it.
Yeah.
Those who don't will probably still be on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
And see,
That
for
would
me,
work.
the point of it is to not engage in this kind of thing with him, because then he gets reinforced
Yep.
that, well, you are pretty
Stand up.
concerned him on the floor and
Mhm.
stand up and sit properly, and he knows all those things.
For other caregivers, he doesn't go through this.
Well,
When he's at
because
respite or if he's
it
at,
might be interesting
yeah,
to
other
talk to him
places,
about
yeah.
why, but it
Mm.
may be that there's a simpler one direction. You want ice cream, come out at the kitchen. If you're not out here, I guess you're not having it. And there aren't any sub-files.
Avoid becoming engaged with misbehavior. Demonstrate that routine will not be disrupted.
Where's it?
Bowl in the kitchen and bath. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Listening.
Put it away. That's it. Yeah, you almost got it. Okay, there we go. Open the door and stand. Thank you, man. I got it. What are you doing? Go on, Matt. Okay. Where are you going? Hey, let me out. Hey, Matt, what were you going to do next, Matt? Then go take a bath. That's not a bath. Oh, you're getting silly. You're getting tired.
Yeah.
He wanted to be chased. It's task avoidance. He wanted to be chased. Come on, Daddy, let's play. Do you hear him laughing and giggling?
Yeah.
This happens all the
Well,
time.
he's happy.
Do you believe?
He's happy.
I don't really mean this as a reward. I mean it more as the logic of the unfolding situation. Do you believe that he would understand if we get the bath done? If you get the bath done, there'll be some time to play with Dad.
We haven't set that up as playtime doesn't typically follow bath time.
Well, it may not, but I guess what I'd be looking at is that the ability to get something done is related to the ability to have time for something else. And you were interested in, let's not mix the two up. I
Right.
mean, if we're going to have fun, we'll have fun. If we're going to do something serious or take a bath, let's do it. But it's hard when they get mixed up. And you had just tried to make the distinction. You've had a great day, you've done this, you've done that, now it's time for the bath. I mean, you're trying to kind of straighten things up, right?
And keep the order.
And keep the order of it a little bit. And I am guessing that Dad doesn't want to lose the fun. I mean, Dad likes to play. Well, and I think about, I don't know if it's confusing to him. It might be. Are we playing, or is this something I have to do?
Yeah.
And I think what you're getting at is I'd like him to know the difference. I'd like him to know that this is something we need to do. And, you know, that's hard because there's also a little play in the bathtub that's fun for kids. You don't want to take the fun of everything. But I'd like him to make the distinction and not us have to use play as a way to get him to do things, even though you're pointing out things can be fun to do. I do think it is probably important for him to know what to expect. I mean, even if he doesn't read a clock, that here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a little play and a little bath, or a little bath and a little play and a little reading, but we're going to kind of stick to the routine of that.
Avoid becoming distracted from routine by play.
Is there a different book you'd like to read? No.
I love you. Say love you, Mom.
Thank you, Mama.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Well, we've talked about quite a few different kinds of things. Is there anything that you each would pick that you think, I'd like to focus on that?
On that particular evening when it was time for him to get his ice cream reward, then just stand up, go to the kitchen, here, it's at the table, when you're ready, come on, and just not get involved in stand up, do this, and The other thing I would want to do is at the table, begin to ask him what he's doing instead of constantly saying, yeah, you did it, you cut it yourself. And instead, get it internalized in himself what he's just accomplished, instead of us telling him all the time.
Well, I think one bedtime routine, I need to be more consistent.
So that's why I think it's important that you decide how much time is there, what are you spending here, and then what fits in the amount of time. And it also gives him a chance to kind of focus on the order of what needs to be done. Sounds like, looks like he's coming along with that in some other areas. Again, I think you are doing a wonderful job with him. I think all these things are kind of extra things we can think about in the refinements, but clearly the amount of work you do and the loving relationship you have with him is very clear. You probably identified with many of the situations shown. It's up to you to decide what would work best in your own family. Here are some of the main principles and skills in this episode.
Good try.
Help children develop their own sense of accomplishment.
Right. One. Because it's a lot of work.
Convey positive expectations. I think it will be worth two. Avoid giving attention to misbehavior. Play, but avoid disrupting routines.
You're getting silly. You're getting tired.